Hi guys, so we're going to be going over the Garlic Jr. Wish Leader that just is going to be coming out for the set 21. So I'm going to go over the decks pretty much play by play to see what the deck's all about and to show you guys how good it is, just basically playing it from the set. I did add an additional cards to this deck that isn't part of the set. Cards like Familiar Bonds is going to be in this deck because Familiar Bonds is basically allows you to revive any of the red Saiyans with 15k or less. I looked at the database and I found like two really good ones. One being the more expensive one, which is the Surge Broly. So this Surge Attack Broly right here can be played from using Familial Bonds. So if you do combo this away from your hand or find a way to send it to the drop area, you can Familial Bonds this on turn 2 essentially, because on the backside you can activate Desires when you have tutor. Basically the Familial Bonds card right here. So the Familial Bonds card is a 2-cost Desire that's red. So the backside of your leader is able to activate this card for free. It says right here you can activate a red or black Desire from your hand with an energy cost less than or equal to your current energy. So by turn 2 you'll have 2 energies and you'll be able to play Familial Bonds, and then from there you can play the Surging Attack Broly, and this basically makes that your leader has the Overlord skill, and also you're able to have crit damage. This is going to be hitting for 25 crit for 1 damage, and also your leader is able to bottom deck this and draw a card, so you'll always have it in your deck at least. I think this card is going to go up in price, as you can see right here. The market price for this is already at $50. I'm not sure that's for the foil version only, but I'm not sure how much it costs for the lesser price on that one. But yeah, it's gonna be $50 for this one, and if you are on the budgeter side, there is a card that you can use to replace this one. It's called Oblivious. I'll just find it here. So this card right here is called Oblivious Rampage Son Goku. It is a critical. It has a natural critical, and then when it attacks, I mean it doesn't attack. It doesn't do anything on the attack, but what it does is when you have you can burst 3 from the top of your deck, then you can KO one of your battle cards. So most likely you're going to be KOing the 1-drops that you come out to search for the Dragon Balls from your deck. So the 1-drops will be KO'd using the Oblivious Son Goku, and then you're going to restand them and attack again. So basically you're able to attack twice with critical as soon as turn 2. So that's going to be pretty good in terms of being able to whittle away your opponent's life, because they won't be able to take the card to hand. So there's 2 ways you can crit this. You can either go with 25k crit for only 1 damage, but you can at least recover the Surging Broly back to the bottom of your deck, or you can go to the double crit line with Oblivious Rampage. So we're going to demonstrate that to you in this game, just to show you guys what it does on the early points of the game, and then we're going to go and rely onto our engines by turn 3 and turn 4. So yeah, we're just going to do that for now. I'm going to shuffle our deck here. Alright, so this is the 6 cards that we drew here. We can add the Dark Ambitions, which is a card that lets you add the ambition itself. I typically don't want to use this ability right away, just because it costs 2 energy total, and you want to be awakened as quickly as possible for the most part. So I'm going to mulligan this card away. It's not necessary. I did see the Oblivious Saiyan. I'm probably going to keep it just because you can have a high chance of seeing your desire cards out of this deck. So you're going to look at the top deck, this card, and this card. Yeah, so the cards you want to mulligan for is either the Sansio, the Nikki, or the Ginger. Those are all the 1-cost cards that you can play. Well, you don't have to mulligan for them because the leader plays it out from the deck anyways. But you want to mulligan for cards that you can play at later turns of the game. Keeping 1 Dragon Ball is fine because you can technically awaken by turn 2 if you keep 1 Dragon Ball in your hand, but you don't necessarily need that because you're going to probably draw into another one anyway. So it's just a good idea to just keep 1 at least in your hand. So you can shuffle your hand, shuffle your deck. I'm gonna draw my 6 cards, and it looks like I drew into the Garlic Jr.'s Ambition. This is a card that basically makes it so that your Z battle cards have indestructible. You can also give it to one of your battle cards that you play out of your deck or your hand, but typically you save this for your Z battle cards. And the reason why you do that is because your Z battle cards are the ones that need the indestructible keyword skill in order to have a boost in their stat. So I'll give you an example. So here we have the Garlic Jr. Absorbing All, which is your the last stage, but we're going to the 1 stage first. the first stage of the card is Garlic Jr. Child of Evil. This card gains 10k power if it has Indestructible, and it Z stacks 2 when you do play it, so it's only going to cost 1. So you're going to Z stack the 3 and the 5 naturally, because the 3 and the 5 will come out from underneath the 1 drop, and then play each other on top. The 3 drop plays the 5 drop, etc., etc. Just an FYI, you do have to be at 3 energy or more to play to activate main on this Garlic Jr. to go into the 3. So you're going to have to pace yourself, even though you're able to awaken really quick by turn 2. You have to hold off until turn 3 to go into the 3 drop, and then eventually into the 5 drop. If you want to play the safe route, just wait until turn what is it? If you want to if you want to go the safe route, you can wait until you have 4 energies, and then you're able to go straight into the 5 drop. So they all have the abilities so that when it does gain Indestructible, it gets a 10k boost. This is no different too. This also gets a 10k boost, but this time it gets the Double Strikes keyword ability. So Garlic Jr. is really all about this critting life kind of thing going on, and if you combine that with the Shenron SCR, you'll be able to give the SCR triple attack, and then you combine this guy with this Garlic Jr. You're able to do a triple attack, and then it also gets another 10k, so it'll hit for 45k double strike critical, and you can hit 3 times, so that's really good. It also has the non-once per turn ability to minus a battle card by minus 30k, ignoring barrier, and that includes the unison as well. So it's going to be a very, very aggressive deck. So yeah, let's see what we do with our hands. Alright, so now we start with our hand here. We don't really need our 4 drops in our opening hand. We can fetch them out on the backside. So I'm probably going to charge this one, even though it does have critical ability. I want to have the option of having a free negate in case my opponent does draw pretty well. So we're gonna do that one away, and I don't think we need Garlic Jr.'s Ambition, because when we activate the Wish ability, we are able to add the Garlic's Ambition straight from our deck to our hand. So we're just gonna mulligan this one away, and then this one's gonna be only used on turn 4 and more, and I do only play 3 copies of this, so we don't need it. It is a good card, so it also gains, if it gains the Indestructible ability, it makes it so that permanently on both players' turn, all of your opponent's battle cards and unison gets a minus 10k power. So, and it also has dual attack, so it's really strong. Also generic, so that if you play a red leader, you can generically play this for 2 energy if you have 4 energy or more, and it has dual attack 30k, so I can't ask for any more than that. But we're gonna mulligan this way and away because we want to start as quickly as possible. We're gonna keep this one in case we draw into our familial bonds. So we're gonna shuffle our deck and draw 3. Okay, perfect. And now we're gonna put the life out. Okay, we have our life out now, so now we open up with the 2 1-drops. I don't think we're gonna need this one in particular, and the Gohan here is really nice because for each card in your Z energy or each card in your Z cost, so the Garlic Jr. is gonna reduce this to 1, the Garlic Jr. 3 to 5, so you can play the Garlic Jr. number 3, and this will be reduced to 1. So we're gonna keep this in our opening hand. We're gonna just charge this guy here. And then from here, we're going to use this ability first. We want to get the Sansio first. Since we already have Nikki out, we're going to search for the other names. So we're going to play out Ginger. So keep in mind that if you do decide to play this deck, all these cards are being played out by an activate main. So like there are cards like Dark Powers Black Mass Saiyan. I believe that card says that the card has to be played by a non-keyword auto. So let's double check here. So just a refresher here, it says that when your opponent plays a battle card with 50k or less using a non-keyword skill. So activate main thankfully is a keyword skill, even though it doesn't have the words keywords. And the reason why I know it's a keyword is because it has a orange text around it, whereas an auto has a blue text around it. Those are cards that are non-keywords. Auto is a non-keyword. Activate main sounds like it's a non-keyword, but we're gonna have to double check that on like with judges and stuff. So the Black Mass Saiyan won't affect this deck. So I will check it with your judge just in case it does. Okay, so we're not gonna pay any energy to play this. We're gonna use this ability. We're gonna bottom deck something. So I'm gonna probably bottom deck this card here, just because I want to. Actually, we're gonna bottom deck. Yeah, we're gonna bottom deck this one, so because we can just draw into it later. Okay, and then we're gonna draw 2. Actually, we're not gonna draw 2 yet. We have to search for the Dragon Ball. Okay, so we bottom deck that one, and then we're gonna search for the Dragon Balls, and then that will let us draw 2 cards. Okay, so we're gonna activate our Dragon Balls here. We're gonna send to the drop because they're extra cards. We're gonna draw 2. Cool, and then we drew another Garlic Jr.'s Ambition, so we're already off to a good start. And then if we really want to turbo out our Awakening, we can just pay 1 energy to play Nikki. And since we don't really need this card yet, because our leader can the leader can search for it when we do Awaken or Wish. We're gonna bottom deck the Garlic Jr. and then we're gonna search for 2 more Dragon Balls. So we search for our Dragon Balls, and by the looks of it, we do have all 7 Dragon Balls in our deck. So we'll be able to awaken by the next turn, hopefully. We're gonna place our Dragon Balls once more and draw 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, perfect. So the next turn we'll be able to Z-charge these 2. I'm probably going to want to Z-charge because I want to play the Garlic Jr. Z battle card that costs only 1. So we're probably going to combo away the Ginger here, and then Z-charge the Ginger. And then take no damage. Okay, and then we're going to draw for turn. Okay, we drew a 4-cost Nikki. Most likely we will not play it because we don't have a way to give Garlic Jr. indestructible just yet. And it looks like we won't be able to awaken this turn just because we didn't draw a 1-drop. So we're going to have to, unless we draw into it. So we might be able to draw into it. We're going to charge the Nikki here. Okay, so then we're going to rest our Garlic Jr. We're going to play something we haven't played before. Since we've already played the Nikki and the Ginger, we're going to play the Sansio. So let's see if Sansio's in our deck. Yep, it is. Okay, so we have all the names out. We do have 2 super combos, but we probably want to keep this just in case the opponent decides to aggress us the very next turn. We're going to bottom deck the Garlic Jr. here, and then we're going to search for the 2 Dragon Balls. And hopefully we'll be able to draw a 1-drop and awaken as quickly as possible. So we shuffle our deck, we're going to activate it, draw 2. Okay, we are unable to see it, but we can play this guy here with the skills negated, but we have to have 3 more energy to play him. So it looks like we're going to have to wait another turn to awaken, but that's fine. We didn't draw our familial bonds either, so if we had that ability, we would have been able to play our guys. We do have one Z energy, so I believe we can play our Garlic Jr. right away, and this will have barrier, so we can actually play it. So we're going to pay 1 energy just to play it out, even though it's vulnerable, but it does have barrier. So we're going to pay the 1 energy, we're going to send the Ginger to the drop area, and then we're going to play Garlic Jr. Then we're going to Z-stack the 2 underneath. Not sure why it's placed down. Okay, so we have a Z-stacker here. And then we want to kind of get the ball rolling. That's why we're playing this out, so that we don't have to pay an energy later. We do have 2 open energy. In case your opponent is playing an aggressive deck, you can save your 2 energies for Topo. In this deck, I think Topo is a must just because you're going to be playing Desires for free. And that allows you to just basically play out battle cards for basically for no energy. And then you can keep the 2 energy open to play the Topo Righteous Aid. Okay, so since we didn't open up our familial bonds here, we're going to play the Garlic Jr. out, and then we're going to most likely pass because this leader can't attack, and then we have our 7 cards. For the next turn, I probably would Z-charge, but I kind of want to take damage just because there's no way to take damage in this deck, so we're going to take the damage. Hopefully we'll be able to see a 1-drop, and we did. And but we don't need the 1-drop anymore because our leader's going to be able to basically we want to attack with our leader. So this basically makes it so that we can pay the 1 energy instead of it. Yeah. So if we want to attack, we just basically take more damage. Let's say we take 2 damage here. We don't see our familial bonds yet, which is a shame because there's 2 in the deck, but that's fine. There is a 54. This is a 54 card deck, so it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna Z-charge. We're probably gonna Z-charge one of these, or just take more damage. Okay, so we have testing the opposition, so we can actually go down even further. So let's just pretend we do go down to 5. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna charge this. Okay, so we have the option of resting the Garlic Jr. So if we rest the Garlic Jr., we won't be able to attack with him. So we have to weigh that option between doing that or paying 1 energy to play something so that we can search for the last Dragon Ball. I think I want to go for the attack here. I don't think we need the extra energy. The only extra energy we can use is to go into the Garlic Jr., so keep up Topo. So that actually sounds a lot better, especially in this point of the game. So I'll rest the Garlic Jr. here to search for the last Dragon Ball. Okay, we're gonna shuffle our deck, and then finally we have 7 Dragon Balls in our deck. So on average, I guess you're gonna be awakening by turn 3. So I guess that's gonna be a thing. You will be able to play 1 energy to play this Garlic Jr., and you'll also be able to play the Garlic Jr. out of the Z stack for later turns. I think I'm gonna go with playing the Garlic Jr. 5. So first things first, I'm going to awaken or alt. So the default is I mean, when I activate the wish, I don't draw a card, so I'm just gonna alt face it and then search for the Garlic Jr.'s Ambition right away. And as you can see, I have the secret rare in my deck, so if I do draw it, that'd be awesome. We're gonna shuffle our deck here because we did search through our deck. So now we have some way to give Indestructible to one of our Garlic Juniors. I want to give Indestructible to this because there are free negates that require that you have a 5-cost Garlic Junior out. So might as well just pay the 1 energy for this. This is the one. This is the one where you have to have a Garlic Junior with Indestructible in play. It doesn't have to be 5-cost. So yeah. So we're gonna pay 1 energy for this to play this. You do have 3 energy, and then when this card is played, you basically bottom deck a card. I'm gonna bottom deck a. It doesn't look like the Goku's going to fire off in the early game, so I'll bottom deck the Ape here, and then we're going to draw a card, or add a Garlic's Ambition from our drop. It also has the ability to play a Demon Clown between the cost of, or it has to be with an energy cost of 2 or 4. Let's check if the super combo is, the super combo is Raditz. So we're going to play the 4-cost Demon Clown. We're going to get the one with critical. So which one has critical here? Okay, so we're going to play Nikki here. So this Nikki has his skills negated. We can attack with it, but we're not going to. We're going to activate the Desire here, basically to activate the Garlic Jr.'s Ambition here. And this card is going to allow us to, this card is going to allow us to give Indestructible. So we're going to add a marker. And then he has Indestructible for the turn, and also you can draw 2 cards. So because it has it on the text, you're going to draw 2. 1, 2. Perfect. So here you can actually keep up 2 energy for the Topo negate, or you can actually use it for something. I'm probably going to go in for the attack here because it has Indestructible. So that's going to hit for 20. And then if I want to play out the other guy, I could, but I'm probably going to keep it up for Topo just to play defense better. Looks like I didn't draw the Desires. I would have been able to play it instead of playing the other, but that's fine. I can play defense in this deck. Okay, so let's say we play the Topo on the first attack, and it didn't get counterplayed. And it doesn't look like we're going to go fire off this Oblivious Rampage. So we're going to discard that instead. And then we can keep another Topo up for the next turn. And then this basically has critical for the next turn because it only negates the game. Oh, it actually negates the skill for the whole game. So there's that. Okay, that's not bad. So we do have a... So we should have attacked with this one last turn then. So let's say we attacked for this last turn. And then, yeah, pretty much pass here. We can actually Z-charge this if they do decide to attack us under Topo. But we're not going to do that. We're going to charge our turn. Okay, so now we have a lot of different plays now. Now that we got to turn 4, we can pretty much charge... I don't think we need the 1-drop anymore. Okay, so we... Especially with this one, searching the 4-cost to our hand might be good for free negate, but we already have the free negate in our hand. So, and it's also a limit 1, so we won't need to do that. So by turn 4, you'll have the Garlic Jr. here. We're most likely going to remove the... we're not going to give Indestructible to this one. Instead, we're going to go up the Garlic Jr. chain here. So the Garlic Jr. chain, you can probably much just pay 1 energy. So let's pay the 1 energy. And that's going to play the card out of the Z stack on top of him. This card has the ability to essentially minus 20k to our opponent's battle card. And since we do have 4 more energy, right away we can basically use it. But we can get an attack off of this, so we might as well be able to attack for 15. The reason why we don't want to attack with this guy is because he's only a 5k. He won't be getting the Indestructible keyword. So we attack for 15k here, and that's after that. We just basically pay another energy to go into the 5-drop. Okay, so now we have a Garlic Jr. absorbing all. It does have critical, but it doesn't have double strike just yet. So what we're going to do is we can activate the Desire card here to give it Indestructible. Okay, and then we're going to draw 2 because that's what the Desire does. Looks like we drew our Shenron. So if last turn, if we were to play this guy out, we could have had the energy to do so, but we're going to do it this way. And then this Garlic Jr. is going to be able to get Indestructible, so it's going to hit for 35k double strike. So we're going to hit there, and then that's going to hit pretty high. And then we have all these other attacks. This one's not going to have critical, unfortunately. We can tap out to play this guy, but that seems pretty much unsafe. We're pretty much just going to pass after we attack with this and this and this. Okay, and then yeah, in the next turn, we basically find a way to combo these out. So yeah, we can just combo this out, Z it. We can even testing the opposition here. Take a life. Cool, we have another desire. We can actually topo negate if we really need to. And then next turn, by turn 5, we should be able to play this and give this guy triple attack. We're going to discard the Broly. Does it look like we're going to be able to play it this turn, or this game, because our desire is still in the deck. Okay, then next turn we're going to start a turn. Okay, we do draw another Garlic Jr. We could have used this one to negate. Let's just say we just negate. Pretty much full-blown, like, stop your opponent from doing anything. Okay, we're going to Z-charge, or we're going to charge the Gohan here. There's no need to play it. So now, let's try to give this indestructible for paying, let's pay no energy. So we're going to use this instead. We're going to draw 2. Give this guy indestructible. So now it's back to being at 35k. Critical, and then from here you can pretty much play the Shenron for 3 energy, because you do have over 7 things in your drop area to reduce this down to 3 cost. We're gonna play this guy, and this is basically your finisher. So now you play your secret rare out of this, and then you give this guy basically 10k. So this can be hitting for 45k, triple attack, double strike crit. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty good, and it also negs every battle card. So this is a board clear on its own, so you can basically attack like 3 times. And then you have all these topos, and you have this guy who's a 15k that you freely negated with. This was supposed to play in rest mode, but that's fine. Then you have this guy, and this guy can't attack. But you have your leader swing. So that's pretty much how you play the deck, pretty much. There are other instances where you can use the 2 energy left. If you don't have the topo, you can actually just tap out the 2 energy here to play the Eternal Invitation to Eternal Darkness. It doesn't need the indestructible, but it does attack twice, so you're gonna be able to attack twice. So this is doing a lot of damage by turn 5, but it looks, by the looks of it. If you want to play a pure aggression, just don't play the topos. But in most cases, you're gonna need the topo just to survive. But yeah, this deck has free negates in form of playing this guy right here. This guy's a free negate. You have testing the opposition as normal, and this free negate is actually searchable by your Sansio here. So you can actually pay the 1 energy in case you don't want to play, or in case you don't have this card. You can basically pay 1 energy to play this guy, and then search for the Sansio 4 cost. So you can basically look through your deck, and then search for the last negate. So having a tutorable negate is pretty good here. And then yeah, you can basically play this as long as you have something with indestructible, which is this one. But yeah, that was the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the Garlic Jr. gameplay, just to show you guys what it looks like when you decide to play a deck with this. That's pretty much the key combo here, is to be able to give this guy triple attack with the Shenron. But in other instances, it's a 35k double strike crit. But ideally, you want to play these guys to pretty much control the board. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.